what's going on? What's going on? Yep. Joining Ninja Turtle. How's it going? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for visiting the live. Go ahead and hit that like button. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying I'm the best ever. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. I don't want to mess the names up. Adi, Peso9, appreciate you. Jamie K, I see you. Thank you so much. Call you Matthew, okay? Matthew, what's going on? Thank you so much for checking out the content. Matt, what's going on? Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you. Very grateful to have you. Thank you so much for checking out the content. If y'all are interested in purchasing any of my art, my links are in my bio. Definitely go ahead and check it out. No problem. I'll watch. This is interesting. What caught my eye so far. This is looking good already. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for your kind words. I truly appreciate it. It's all good. No, it's all good. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate all my comments, and I thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for liking the content. I appreciate that. Thank you. Would you say thank you? And also, both of us are small content creators, but one day we will meet our dreams if we don't give up. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, definitely keep going. The days that you don't feel like doing anything, go harder on those days. This is stuff you know already, but Once I'm done, with the live, I'm gonna definitely subscribe to your channel. Just know, everybody, for everyone that is has subscribed to the channel, just know I always come back and subscribe. You know, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Oh, you got way more subs than me. I thought we were a small content creator because how many lack of people watching. My bad. No, it's all good. Listen, one day it's like this, and you can wake up tomorrow and see like 10, 15, or sometime it might just be 5, but um that's how it was with me. Like, I've been creating content for about 3 years consistently, and and the thing about it is you you think you're having slow days until you look back, and you realize, oh, 2 people subscribed, 3 people subscribed. Or you might look back a month from now and you'll realize like 8 people subscribed. And that's what I love about this journey is that you think you're not making progress until you look back, and then when you look back you realize you may have like 12 people that have checked in. And of course, like sometimes you have your times where you might the subscribers may drop a little bit, or here and there. But how I like to look at it is like this. Sometimes you help people, or you may solve a problem for people and they move on. It's not necessarily that they unsubscribe because of whatever reason, but sometimes you may help people get to a certain point in their journey, and then they're able to move forward. So I always look at it like that too, just so that way, because we're all here to inspire and motivate people. So I always look at it in that context. Oh man. Well, great question. I am a believer of God. You know, I believe in God right now, currently. Um, I'm just led by my higher power. I'm led by God. And I'm not necessarily in any particular religion. I started out with Christianity, but like right now I'm just doing spirituality. Right now it's all about connecting, with the Most High and building a strong relationship like that, and just kind of taking a humble approach. Just really not really leaning toward anything. Of course, I have love for all of them. So I don't have anything to say negative. Right now, though, I'm definitely doing spirituality, and it's definitely not that it's serving me, but it's just that I was able to find a nice flow state where I can take information from all backgrounds and really appreciate them all for what I'm able to not just what I'm able to learn, but also what I can inspire in people with all walks of life. So that's kind of like where I am with it. And I've been going real steady with that for 3 years, 3 years now. No, 8. I'd say like 7 or 8 years, but as far as like letting it be known, definitely 3 years. And I love it. I love the journey. I love being able to look at my energy and look at what I'm able to contribute, and mostly my journey is to be. I consider myself a healer, right? And I also I'm able to take situations that may seem low vibrational or negative, and I'm able to see the good in them. So, that's kind of like my space right there. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm enjoying it, and thank you so much for asking. Melody, what's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, so a lot of my content, if you see on my page, is definitely to the to you, Matt. You were asking. A lot of my content is mostly inspirational and motivational, and I do speak a little bit about like spirituality here and there, and metaphysics as well. Metaphysics meaning like crystals, and like MOLDAVITE and stuff like that. But I don't go super heavy with it. I'm more into like the inspiration and the motivation. But to answer your question, I'm definitely super into the spirituality. That's kind of like my walk right now. That's my path. Thank y'all so much for liking the content. Thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing. Y'all are truly appreciated. Heart full of gratitude. I want to go ahead and send y'all lots of positive energy, frequencies, and vibes as well. Thank y'all so much. Okay. I was asking because I'm Catholic and I wanted to know other was the same and wanted to know what other people's religion. No, it's no problem. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's awesome. That's amazing. You know, and that's a great thing as well, because it's always a good thing to always ask and inquire about, and try and learn as much as you can about everything, so it's definitely no problem. Absolutely, yeah. Right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And I also want to say too as well, I am going to be reposting this. So just in case if anyone's coming in during this stage of the creation, I will be reposting it in case y'all want to go ahead and see how I started from the beginning. You like the effort. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to have you here. It's been a while since I drew a Ninja Turtle, man. I'm kind of just, I don't have any reference in front of me. I'm just kind of going off the off the imagination. So, if it's always very encouraging to see how you feel in others. It's greatly appreciated. All right. You can have it. Absolutely, you can have it. Actually, you have the key is in the sentence you just wrote. Okay, the imagination. So long as you're able to imagine things, you can. Anything is possible. This year, I worked a lot to get my skills set up. And when I say work, I don't mean just like drawing for hours and hours and hours. I've also learned to do a lot of observing, because as artists, a lot of times we don't draw all the time. A lot of times we spend time doing things like studying how buildings look, or studying people, like mannerisms, like how people walk or how they position themselves when they do things. So, a lot of my art comes from observation. Also, artists too, we have this thing that we use called photographic memory, and we're able to do like kind of what our phones are able to do, where we're able to capture pictures, and we can imagine, we can remember how things look just based on imagination. And you'll meet a lot of artists a lot of times that they'll be in a hurry to hurry up and draw things because they don't want to forget how they saw it. So that's kind of where the sketchbooks come from and different things like that. It's more motivated behind, you know, the pressure, not the pressure, but just wanting to capture the essence of what it is you just saw. And then you know, of course, then later on comes the training, you know, like the training of it is, which is, you know, the putting in the hours of effort. I will be putting this up on my Buy Me a Coffee site, okay? For those of y'all who are interested, I'm gonna be putting it up as a screensaver if y'all want to download it, you know. I was so happy. The piece that I did last night, I posted it on Instagram, and I was getting a lot of feedback too. This was actually an idea from my my art mentor, and you know, he taught me how to do like airbrush and stuff like that. Surprised that you don't have hundreds of viewers. People is missing out. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, and plus I want to thank you for the kind words. I'm gonna be honest. I just recently, I was actually alluding to the point that I just started doing art on my page, because initially my page was more based on what we were talking about earlier about, like, you know, like religion and spirituality. Like I just kind of based my content more along those lines, because that was where I was at in life. You know, I was just kind of in this space where you know, instead of, you know, like I was going through some things, you know, it wasn't nothing too crazy, but instead of hopping out with the artwork, I was kind of in a space where I wanted to do a lot more talking, and I was kind of learning a lot more about, you know, like spirituality, and just, you know, I was, as I said earlier, I was a healer. Like I was learning to heal myself from things that I, you know, had been through, or, you know, just, you know, a lot of it is documented. A lot of it I definitely spoke about on the record. There's a few things that I haven't spoke about, just because, you know, I want to definitely be mindful of, you know, you don't want to overshare on social media, but then, you know, there's a lot of people that heard my journey and they were able to relate. And then, you know, recently I was speaking with my mentor, and he was like, man, you should let people see your artwork. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't know, because, you know, I already started out how I started out with the, you know, talking about, like, you know, like the spirituality and everything like that. I was like, I don't want to really just, you know, pivot like that. I don't want to pivot, and then, you know, like the people are kind of like, oh, what's going on, you know. But you know, I took his advice, and you know, here we are. You know, now we're here, where, you know, I'm sharing my art, and it's amazing because people, they, you know, the people that are subscribed, they love all of it. They love that I'm able to, like, I'll talk a little bit about spirituality. I'll talk a little bit about inspiration, motivation. You know, like I'm, you know, my content on this channel, I'm just like kind of all over the place, and people are you know, they love it, because it's life, you know, like in life, you know, there is no one way, you know. Goku fan, King Bob, okay. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the kind words. But yeah, you know, I just kind of, I'm just, instead of making like 6 YouTube channels, you know, and driving everybody out up the wall, I said, you know what, let me just integrate everything and do everything on this one page. And then, it, you know, everything, you know, went from there. Cause I, you know, trust me, I made other YouTube pages, but when you don't post on them all the time, like I'm posting on this one every day. So it makes sense to just kind of post here. And you know, like for the people that like the inspiration and motivation stuff, they have content. For everyone that loves my artwork, y'all have a little bit of content. And you know, it's like everybody kind of gets a chance to enjoy what's going on in their way, in their time. And you know, and then if someone is subscribed and they like the art, you know, but maybe they're not super deep into the inspirational content, they, you know, they'll swipe past, you know, and then they'll do their own thing. And you know, then when I create more art, they'll come back and stuff. So it's kind of cool, you know. It's kind of cool that I'm able to just kind of do it however I want to do it. And then, you know, people are showing up and they're loving it, you know. So yeah, so to answer your question, I'm just thinking, I would say I started late, but you know, we're never too late, you know. Sometimes in life, you have to try a lot of different things. And you know, I tried it how I tried it in the beginning, and then I decided to make this choice to try the artwork. And I believe everything is in, you know, perfect timing, because and everything would have been in perfect timing if I would have started out doing the artwork and then I would have did the inspiration stuff later. You know, I feel like there is no wrong way, especially with YouTube. There's no wrong way to do YouTube. You can just, you know, it's kind of like you just do it your way, and then, you know, the people that love your stuff will find you. You know, they'll find you. You won't have to look for them. You know, and that's what I love about YouTube. There is no you don't have to be in any kind of niche. You can create your own niche, and you can do things how you like on your own, and people will come to you, and you know, they'll tell you that they like your content and stuff like that, you know. And that's the fun part about it. There's no rules, you know, with regard, you know, of course you want to be, you know, be mindful and respectful and stuff, but other than that, it's fun because there's nobody wait, I'm doing something wrong here. I know I was doing something wrong. Hold on. Yeah, right here. That's what I was trying to do. So I knew it was something I was. So yeah. So that's the thing about YouTube. It's not like when you do things and it has like rules, and you have to make everyone happy. It's just like, you know, you come on here and you be yourself, and the happier you are, the happier people are for you. You know, it's not like other places. You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to compare it, but it's kind of hard to compare because there's nothing. It's nothing like YouTube. It's like YouTube is like has its own thing. You know, where even if you don't get a chance to really truly be yourself, which is you kind of learn later that, you know, it's always a great time to be yourself, but you could be yourself on YouTube. And that's the awesome part about that. So yeah, I'm drawing on iPad Pro, Procreate. um, Procreate on iPad Pro. I don't know what the price is, but if you have an iOS, you could definitely get it. Amazing, another amazing app if you like doing art, but you have like an Android. You could do Autodesk Sketchbook. Is pretty awesome. That's what I started out on, was Autodesk Sketchbook, and I used that for years before I even decided to really take this serious. No kids today got their minds stuck on brain rot, which is fine. It's just that they don't watch other things that are interesting, like me. 9-year-old kid was a brain rot kid, but oh, yeah, James, yeah, Matt, I feel you definitely. And also, thank you so much, John TX. Thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah, that brain rot stuff is funny, man, because, you know, I have a I have, you know, 2 daughters and a son, and so uh my oldest daughter, she, you know, she told me what brain rot was the other day, and I'm like, what is brain rot? And she was telling me about it, and she was like, whenever you see anything brain rot, you go the other way. And I was like, oh, okay. So she pretty much gave me the heads up, like anything brain rot is not productive, you know, especially when you're on social media. And, you know, because she knows that I need to know this kind of stuff, because I'm the one, you know, that is letting her know, you know, she's very supervised when she's on social media. She has like a YouTube, and she has a YouTube, but I'm very into whatever she's doing, and she doesn't get to just operate it on her own. I'm always in the know with whatever apps she goes on. I mean, even if she switches apps, she tells me, you know, she might go into Roblox, or she might go into CapCut, or, you know, because like she does a lot of videos on her page, because she has a YouTube page. That's pretty much the only social media page that I allow her to have, is a YouTube. And she's 12, and she already has like over 1,000 subscribers. And she was telling me about she was laughing. She was like, Dad, you know, you gotta, if you want more subscribers, you gotta post more content. And I was like, wow, you know, like, she told me that when she was 11, and she's 12 now, you know, and she has like over like almost 2,000 subscribers. So, you know, what'd you say? You said stopped and started watching other things that are interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's no longer, what did Gary Vee say? There's a guy that I'm watching on social media, and his name is Gary Vee, and he says, you know, I was saying this in my last live a few hours ago. He was saying that it's no longer social media, it's interest media, you know. So you're definitely doing the right thing by watching the things that you're interested in. It keeps you interested in life, and, you know, whether it's your personal life or your public life, you know, you're interested because you're surrounding your things that you find interesting, and it gives you more quality of life, you know, because, you know, the last thing you want to be doing is spending like a lot of time on social media, interest media, whatever, social media, and then you're unhappy as well. So that's kind of what I do as well. I'm always keeping my eye out for things that I can be inspired by or motivated by. And yeah, you know, that's kind of like my motivation right there. Cause especially now, because if you ever notice, I don't know how deep you are with as far as like apps, or like what apps you're on or not on, but it's like when you go on these apps, like let's just say Instagram for instance, they're always showing you a whole bunch of stuff that you're not interested in, you know, and they think you're interested in it, but they're just giving you a bunch of stuff. But really, you really want to see more of your friends and the people that you subscribe to. You don't really, you know. But my guess is that they're showing you a lot of other pages to keep you in the app. They want to keep you on the platform. So you know, I notice even when I'm on Facebook, which I'm not on there too heavy, but when I'm on there, they just show you a whole bunch of like I watched one video about like a guy he was camping in the woods, and he built a shed or something. He built something under, like in the underground, like underneath the trees or something. And it was like a whole thing, and he was in there. He it was like a shed or something underneath the ground, and he was, when he was done, he bought some food in there, and he was cooking inside of it. And I watched one video like that, and now all my videos are like, oh, look at this person camping. They're camping. This person, you know, they're in the middle of a forest somewhere, and this is like, ah, you know. Let me see what you said. You said one request kind of weird, but next time can you do Siren Head next time? Or I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Siren Head. Yeah, I'll look that up. I can definitely look it up. Yeah, absolutely. Siren Head. I don't think I've ever heard of Siren Head. I should know about it, but I'm definitely gonna look it up when I get a minute. Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Siren Head. I think I might have heard of something like that. I'm thinking about it now. I think my daughter showed me that one time, but it wasn't recently. It had to be like maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. She was showing me something. She was like, "Oh, look at this! It's a Siren Head," and I think it has to do with some kind of a show or something. I don't know. I have to ask her. I'm gonna ask her tomorrow. I know it's a little late right now, but. Thank everybody so much for liking the content. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe. I'm just getting all the... It's like a horror YouTube thing trending back in 2018 to like maybe 2021 or 22. I'm not sure, but I'm interested in Siren Head. Yeah, okay. That's very interesting. I'm gonna look into that and see what's going on with that, because I like to just kind of see what's going on with especially with with YouTube. It's like there's so many things to get into. Like you'll watch one video, and then they'll have like all this other stuff, and like it's funny. I was watching my son. He was showing me something with Spider-Man, and you know he's 2, so he's showing me with something with Spider-Man, and then now it's Spider-Man versus Venom, and then now it's like we went down this whole like rabbit hole of like now they have a Venom dinosaur like toy that they made, and he's like You know, he already has it, but he likes to watch the stuff on YouTube because, you know, like the toy. You know, even though if they have the toys, they like to see a toy that they already have, and like they'll have a Spider-Man dinosaur. It's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and like they have like all these like fortresses and race cars and all kind of stuff. He watched that stuff for hours, hours and hours and hours, and I enjoy it because it makes him happy. I don't really care too much, but you know, oh, your 5-year-old brother likes Spider-Man. Oh, yes, so you already know Spider-Man, Spin, Ghost Spider, Gobby. Oh, we watch that stuff all day long. Gobby and Hulk Smash. Who else? Doc Ock, Doctor Octopus. I'm sure you probably already know about all that stuff because it's like it's probably on the TV all day or on the phones or the tablets. So yeah, I think that stuff is pretty cool, man, for them because it's like it gives them a chance to be into the superheroes, but it's not violent or anything like that. It's very like easy going. Like the most they'll do is like put a spider web around them or something. So as a parent, I love stuff like that because it's not like they're teaching them how to fight or anything like that, or use weapons or nothing like that. Because I don't want them to get into all that type of stuff. But I like that they're able to enjoy what they're watching without becoming violent. Because as a parent, I want to keep them innocent as long as possible. I don't want them being reckless. Also, my cousin, he's 25, but the cool cousin, he showed me something and I liked it. And it was the ADSF movies. Okay. I have no idea what that's about. I hope it's cool. I don't know, Definitely let me know what's that ADSF. Just want to let y'all know I will be putting this up on my Buy Me a Coffee. This will be a downloadable PDF if you all are interested. Okay. Just want y'all to know that. Great for screensavers, tablets, computers. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. Also give you some clues with Siren Head. So basically Siren Head has 2 sirens as a head. He was a horror thing of YouTube, and so Siren Head likes to hunt humans and copy the human's voice to lure people for his trap. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so it was like, is it kind of like oh man, what's that one teacher video where it's like the game where the teacher chases you around the school? Is it kind of like that? Like that kind of a horror thing? I know it's like a terrible analogy, but okay, okay. Oh, so he chases people. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, she's still, yep. She definitely, that's like an everyday, that's like an everyday thing, like, especially, I can't really think of any of the games, though. I know there's a few that I seen her play that I played with her. Like, there's one game that I played with her, which was, what was it? Zombie Apocalypse. I don't know, maybe if you heard of that one. That's one of my favorites. It kind of gives off like that it's like a kind of like a military game, but it's like, like you kind of like get the zombies and stuff like that. I haven't really been playing video games in a while, but I'll play that with her. But as far as like real actual video games and stuff like that, it's been a while. It's been a long while. Because I used to play Street Fighter 2, which, people still play Street Fighter 2 on, I forget what the name of it is called, Fightcade. Fightcade, I think that's the name of it. But it's a lot of people on there. Street Fighters, the Mortal Kombat, all that type of stuff. That's my speed, like Mario Kart. Actually, she just got Mario Kart the other day. I was playing it for the first time in years, and she was like, Dad, how'd you get so good? And I was like, man, I've been playing this game since before y'all was, you know. Oh yeah, you know. Thank you for the heads up because like even with stuff like that, like I was saying earlier, I monitor everything, and then also too, I took the the part out where they can interact, like as far as like talking to each other and stuff like that. Like there's no what do you call it? There's no inboxing. No inboxing over here. I don't do no inboxing. So, but no, but thank you so much for the heads up because yeah, stuff like that is real. It's real, and that's kind of why I'm even more like I'll even play the games with her so I can see what's going on, and and then plus two, I could tell there's nothing going on because if there was like a lot of inboxing and stuff like that, like she probably would be like laughing or just kind of like interacting in that way. But I could tell just because for one I'm right there, but for two it's like if there's ever any dialogue it's about the game, and she'll be asking me like hey, did you see I jumped over that thing, or what do they call it, the obbies. I learned so much just because I had to be a part of it. I couldn't just stay in the background and wonder what's going on. I'm like, let me download this game too and play. Even though I don't like playing games like that, but yeah. But thanks for the heads up, because yeah, that's it. It can get serious if I was like asleep, like if I was like not paying attention and stuff. It could definitely get real. It could get real fast, and that's something that you know I like to be ahead of things, so I don't I'm ahead of it, so I don't have to worry about it. And especially like I said earlier with the inboxing and all that, I don't play all that. um when she's older or something like that, if Roblox is still a thing and she's still into it like that, then yeah, maybe when you get to be 16, 17, something like that, then I wouldn't mind, because that's usually the age where like you kind of like have your friends and everybody's kind of like they're getting ready for college soon and all that type of stuff. But not right now because she's 12, so. But the most important part is that everybody has fun while they're on social media. Like it's especially like with parents will always let the kids know, hey, look out for certain things. But once everything is looked out for, the most important thing is that they're having fun with their time. Because if it's going to be something that stressful, of course, that's where you hear like some kids, they're not allowed to play with stuff like that, because it's going to stress the parents out, and then like the kids. But long as she's having fun, long as they're all having fun, like they all play it. I have they all have their own accounts, and I have my account, and we'll like all like join a game together, and we'll all be in there running past each other and like laughing and stuff like that. And I think it's awesome. She can get tricked, scams, and give random people her address. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And then especially with all of that type of stuff there. Then it gets really like, it starts getting, where you're losing your control, and you know that's kind of why, if I may say, like, I'm not getting super deep, but I try and, like, if I'm not around or stuff like that, if I'm like, like, in other words, let's put it like this: everything is monitored. Everything is, I have to give the okay. It has to be, I have to be okay with things in order for it to be okay. So there's no like staying up all night playing it, while I'm asleep, and all of that type of stuff. No, we're not. I don't do all that. When I go to sleep, everything, I keep everything, and then, but yeah, but no, but thank you for the heads up, because yeah, that's very real. That stuff you're saying is very real, and it's, the more you know, the more you know. Just put it like that. The more you know, the more you know, and then, um, people can tell, because like, when you, let's just say you have, you're on Roblox, so I gather you're on Roblox, and people see that they cannot write you, then they'll know, oh, this person's already, hip. They're hip. They're not gonna go for none of that stuff. So they could tell, because they're like, oh, this person can't even receive no messages or give no messages. So they'll move on, and then they'll go get in trouble somewhere else. They go get in trouble up the street, but over here I don't want to, and then it's like, you don't want to see people get in trouble, but at the same time, you don't want nobody, really mixing around with what you got going on, because you just trying to, kids want to be entertained, and they want to play their games and stuff, and you don't want to be that parent that's like, no, that's saying no to everything. So, because then that's no fun too, because then that's when, it's not fun for kids. But so long as I come up with a system, and they they listen to me, that they're not being disrespectful and stuff, they listen, we're good. Thanks for that's Roland's Toner 7437. That looks awesome, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot. I'm gonna definitely be reposting this. So that, everyone that's coming in late can see it from the beginning. And also know that this will be on my buymeacoffee.com page. Okay, I'm gonna be showcasing this as a screensaver for your computer or for your phone or tablet. If y'all are interested, the link will be in my bio. And this has been going for, I have a PlayStation, and sometimes also be sure this doesn't happen, but one time I was playing Roblox, but I saw people doing, yeah, I heard about that too. Once earlier this week, and right now, like you're telling me now. And so that is the stuff that, that right there is kind of like, that's another reason why, because I've never heard until this week, I started hearing about stuff like that. And how I feel is, those people, whoever are making those games, they're gonna get in a lot of trouble, man. They're gonna get in a lot of, it's just, it is what it is. Yeah, no, like, no, we're gonna keep it. You don't have to, but I get you. I get what you're saying, and just to keep it, but all right, on a real scale though, they speaking about my kids, they only play a few games out of Roblox. Like, they don't really dig into the library. They have their games that they play, and then they get off of it. Like, they'll play oh man, what's the one? Dandy's World. They'll play Dandy's World, and then like maybe they'll play like some kind of like a rainbow obby or something, and then next thing you know they're on YouTube. Like they don't really dive into the category, into the catalog. They don't go deep into all the games either. So because I asked them why they don't look into the games and stuff, because and they feel like it's like they'll play a game and they don't like it. It's like boring, or it's like not fun, or I don't know. Like not everybody knows how to make good Roblox games, so they'll try a game and then like maybe 8 seconds in, if they don't like it, they're out of there. And they have no problems leaving. They're like, oh, I don't like that game, and they get out of there. And me, like by the time I'm trying to join the game, they're already into another game. So I have to, look at their profile to see which game they went into so that I could know. Okay, you started recording when you play Roblox. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah, no, good for you. Good for you. Like that's even better because I know PlayStation now. We're talking about PlayStation now. That's something I don't have yet. I used to own one back, previously, but I don't have one yet. Will I get one in the future? I would love to have one, but I don't have one right as of now. But it's different with PlayStation, because now you're dealing with people who can talk to you. Like now you're talking about like, oh, people can say things to you, or they may, as you said earlier, say inappropriate things, or they may swear, or say something that is really not the best thing to say to people, and then now you have to deal with that too. It's like, you know, who wants to have something said to them and now you're in a bad mood, or whatever. You don't want nobody wants to be bullied or cyber bullied or whatever. Um, or people just saying anything, or people saying, it's nothing wrong with people saying nice things, but I know a lot of people who play PlayStation who don't even use the earphones. Like they barely text. They go in and they play the game by themselves against the AI. They don't go into the chat rooms or nothing, or into the rooms. They just kind of do their own thing, and then when they're done playing, they get out of there. So Brandon's price 1301. It's a Pandora's box. Okay, what's a Pandora's box? I know what a Pandora's box is, but if you don't mind me asking, what are you referring to as being a Pandora's box? Like what we're talking about, or are you talking about something that uh, you would like us to know? And thank you so much for checking in too. I appreciate you. Thanks for the comment. I want to be. I need more clarity so that I can know how to answer. Roblox and everything you were just saying. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's kind of, yeah. It's it's okay. I see what you're saying. Thank you for clarifying that for me too, because I wanted to make sure that when I start speaking that I know what you're talking about, and I don't just be saying just anything. But yeah, I definitely agree. It's kind of like you get into it, and once you're into it, they kind of control what you experience in a sense. So, you have to have some kind of like a willpower. Like you don't want to just be playing stuff all day. Which is, if you're playing the right kind of games, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're gonna play all day. But if it's something that you can't control, and it's like bringing you into a negative space, then it's not. It's kind of like not, good. There's something I can call you. Oh, I apologize. See, hold on. I was just vibing with you. I was talking about super risky with the kids too. What you was talking about. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. I hear what you're saying, and I'm also reading the rest of the comments. Is there something I can call you? What does that mean? You mean like as my name? You mean my name? I wanna clarify, like, so I wanna make sure. Oh yes. hmm I'm liking that already. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button if y'all liking the content. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe if you feel inspired to, you know. What I'm doing right now, I'm just blending up these lines because I don't want it to look like, I don't want him to look like he has fur, you know. I just wanted to kind of capture the idea that they usually have like this like kind of dark green, but at the same time, because I'm not using colors, I wanted to kind of give off that idea that it could feel like if you could imagine it was green even though it's gray. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Oh, a nickname? Oh, yeah, like my name is you can call me Joe or the Joey Digital. You know, the Joey Digital, that's kind of my username on here on YouTube is the Joey Digital. And a lot of my content that I have, my long form content that I edit, I usually introduce myself as the Joey Digital. The Joey Digital is a name that was given to me by a friend of mine that I went to school with, and pretty much it was because I used to draw a lot before everybody started using tablets and everything like that. So once I started doing digital art, you know, he just, you know, started calling me the Joey Digital, and it just kind of stuck, you know. So the Joey Digital because, you know, I'm using I create a lot. I create a lot of digital art. Actually, to be honest with you, I am a self-taught. I'm a self-taught digital artist. I've been doing it since 2012, and I have a lot of books. I have a lot of illustrations on Amazon.com. You know, where I have published books that I published, where I've done artwork. I've done children book illustrations, and also I have sketchbooks as well on Amazon. I have sketchbooks and journals as well on Amazon. It is the Joey Digital on Amazon. That's my author page. The link is in my bio if you want to check out some of my content that I've created for Amazon. Available worldwide. If y'all are interested, definitely feel free to get some of the stuff that I created. And I know there's a few people here that are, you know, not old enough. So definitely check in with your parents, you know, before you know, or let them buy it for you, you know, if that's the case, you know, because I know I have a few people checking in that are, you know, not my age. So, you know, whichever's easier for y'all. But definitely I have some sketchbooks. I have a lot of sketchbooks going on. I have a lot of journals and just a lot of cool stuff, man. You know, if you all are interested, definitely check in with the Joy Digital on Amazon. And, you know, go ahead and, you know, anything, just know that anything that if you decide to get it, whatever y'all do supports this channel, supports this brand, okay? And also it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, 9. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jeff, you could, always give your parent or guardian the information and let them, look at the content that I create on Amazon if you're interested. And it's, or no pressure, or you could just look at it. You don't have to buy it necessarily, but you could just look and see what I've created. You don't have to buy it, but if you do, it'd be, if you both decide on it, it would be greatly appreciated. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh, he was getting into it, huh? Uh-oh, he was getting into that cash app money. I mean, the allowance money. Yeah, be safe, I know sometimes you gotta be, be careful, because you can do, a lot of times you can do things out of kindness, and then, people might take advantage. So, and sometimes when something's for you, it's for you. If something's for you, then that's, that it is what it is. You don't want to, like I teach my daughters all the time. When something's yours, you don't have to share all the time. Sometimes it's yours because it's yours. There's no explanation. If I take everyone to the store and everyone decides to get what they want to get, that's fine. But then once everybody gets home, your stuff is for you. Their stuff is for them. And if you decide to share, that's okay, but you can't be upset if it runs out. So that goes with items, money. Sometimes when things are for you, it's for you. It's just the way it is. It's nothing personal. It's just how it is. Imagine AI has been pretty disruptive to the digital art space. Do you have any particular strategy or ideas on how to navigate that? Yeah, just I know AI can't create what I create. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, the stuff that I create, AI, they may, you can send the prompt in there and they'll do its best, but they're not gonna have the ideas that I have. And that's the edge that I have. The edge is that I'm gonna always have ideas, and that's the edge that I always bring to the table, because AI wouldn't be anything without us. If without us giving it ideas and saying what we need for it to create, it would have no purpose. So there's really nothing to fear. I mean, it's if somebody's just relying on AI to create things for their life, then that's them. Like, that just means they haven't put in the work. But there's a lot of instances where using AI is very beneficial. Like, I've seen. Okay, I'll put it like this. I've seen some people creating movies. Like, they'll create like movies or different things like that, and it'll be something like Power Rangers versus Goku or something, and it'll be so awesome, like, it's really like good stuff. And I enjoy stuff like that. But, when it comes to creating art like this, I would never use AI, because, there's enough stuff on Google as it is. Like Google has a whole bunch of stuff on there as it is. So, but AI has its space. It has its time and its space to be what it's gonna be, and I would never take away from that. But as far as like doing art, especially how I do art, where I do art, and I have clients and stuff like that. No, I would never use AI to create something, a client project, um, to make money. No, especially when they could just send a prompt through AI and have it created, and people could tell. What's one thing? That's one thing with the customer is, they know when you're using AI. Like there's no secrets. Like there's no, oh, I'm gonna get away with this, or I'm gonna make them think I didn't really know how to draw or whatever. No, people could tell. People could look right at the picture and be like, "Oh, that's AI." It's happening all the time. Like you'll see it all the time, where it's like people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's AI." And you can't be mad because it is what it is. It's AI. It's not like um. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the video. I love the movies. Like when people are making movies that it would take somebody like 4 years to make, and it only takes them like 8 minutes. Oh man, I love that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'll watch especially on Instagram. They had that stuff. It's all day over there, all day long. They have those movies going like that. I'll watch them. It'd be like a short movie, like maybe like 1 minute, 2 minutes. It'd be like a fight scene or something. I love it. But yeah, I hope I answered your question the right way. I hope I wasn't too like long winded. Because I do talk a lot sometimes. Okay, I'll put this in. Hey Joe, when watching this, I got my stress cured. Oh man, thank you. I'm super happy to hear that. Wow, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That means I overachieved, you know? Or what was done overachieved, not me necessarily, but I'm very happy to hear that, and I'm not sure cuz I know it's getting late. I'm not sure how long you're going to be on the live, but I'm happy to hear that, at least I was able to bring some kind of a um relief to any stress that you may have been experiencing. I still want to keep that you're very welcome, Brandon Price. And then I'm reading the other comment underneath, Matt. And the stress I had was from the trailer park. Oh man, okay. Also, it was a little hectic today, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. You know, for the rest before I fall asleep and I'm on summer break. Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah, it's summertime. I know, like people are they're getting extra out here. There's a lot of extra energy going on. So I definitely hear you, and I'm glad that I was able to, at least help you relieve your stress, because it's depending on, because like there's definitely been a shift in the energy. Like there's been a shift in the energy lately where um things are starting to calm down, and people are starting to relax and stuff like that. But before, like maybe like a month or two ago, everything was like all over the place, and it was like a lot of things going on. But you know my personal opinion, I feel like things are starting to slow down. as far as like on a stress level. But I'm just happy that you were able to have relief from stress, because you know it's life. Sometimes life is like that. It's like you go through things you don't. Even me at my age, sometimes I don't understand why I'm going through a lot of things I go through. But I always try to be mindful, and I always try to ask myself, like, what am I being shown about myself? Like, what is this showing me about who I am? Like, my situation when I'm going through this thing, what is it showing me about myself that I need to learn? So, I always try to look at it like that, and I always try to find the answer, um, so that I can know how to adjust and look at things in a positive perspective, because it's very easy to get caught up, and then now everything it ends up stressing you out, and then now you're just like frustrated. So let me see. By the way, the stress from the trailer park is the management and the neighbors. Oh yeah, the neighbor. Yep. I know what you mean. You probably. I'll make a scenario up, because I'm not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, let's just say you're sleeping and it's early, and maybe people wake up. Maybe people wake up early and they're doing a lot and stuff like that. That might be stressful, or maybe um, I'm just coming up with scenarios. But yeah, it's a lot of times that can make the difference. If you have people managing places and they're very nice people, and then your neighbors are nice, and your neighbors like stay out of the way, and they don't ask a bunch of questions, you actually enjoy anywhere you can live. It's always better when the people that are running places are nice people, and then the people that are beside you are respectful of your privacy and stuff. Like, they don't ask you too much, and they don't really, they're not in the way. Okay, for the trailer park, they only mow, and it's so dirty here. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm sending positive energy, and hoping that, only thing I can say is that, things will change. I know things will change. Nothing stays, um, nothing stays the same forever. And so that's the, if I was gonna be positive about it, that I could definitely say, that things change, people change. Like, you may be going through some things with people, and then they may have um, an epiphany, I guess, or they may have a change of heart, and then they may uh, be nice. So just do your best. Do the best you can, and always be mindful of is it you making yourself upset, or is it them? And then if it's them, you can always just isolate yourself and just get away from the situation. Or if it's you, then you can wonder why, how it got like that, or why it's like that. And then go from there. um because I know, like, even myself, like, I sometimes it's me. Sometimes I go through things, and I'm kind of like, where did that come from? Like, I'm like, but then other times, it's somebody else. And then if it's somebody else, then you don't have to worry about it too much. You can just say, all right, well, let me leave that person alone for a while. Maybe they need some space, or maybe I'm in the way or something. And then, from there, and then you can rest assured that it's not going to stay like that forever. People don't stay angry forever. And a lot of times, people are angry because it's something else going on, or they're upset because it's something else. It's never what you think it is. It's always going to be something else, or maybe somebody else did something wrong or said something to them, and then they don't know how to self-regulate, so they might take it out on people who are near them. So just be careful. Rude, yeah. I know. My neighbors. I used to think they were rude, but then I started. What I started to do was, I started to just kind of like, I'll say hello, or you'll notice too. Like, sometimes it's better to just not say anything, but it's not rude to not talk. But if you can look at a person and see that they really don't feel like being bothered, then, you know, and if you feel like if you say hello to them, it's gonna bother them, then it's better. Sometimes it's better to just not say anything. And there's nothing rude. It's nothing wrong with that. It's not being rude. It's just using discernment. You know. Let me see. They literally made complaints about my dog that kept getting out, but they don't realize my dog is actually friendly. Oh wow. You know what? Sometimes people are very scared of dogs, you know, but they have a funny way of showing that they're not, you know. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes people have a fear or a phobia of dogs, but I love dogs. You know, if I had more free time to like be home and stuff more, I would definitely have a few. I used to have a dog when I was a kid. It was the best feeling ever, you know. It was like, I got a chance to feed him, walk him. But my dog that I had, we didn't really walk him too much. He used to just kind of do his own thing. But you know, like I would be outside with him walking, but he would walk himself, you know. And but you know, just getting a chance to like feed him and wash his bowl out or put water in the bowl, or even in the summertime I used to put ice cubes in his water. You know, even if he had water already, I would just put like maybe 3 or 4 ice cubes in there just to kind of like spruce it up. And you know, those, you know, pets appreciate that. They notice the small things. Oh, a pit bull. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, you're it's nothing. It's, you know, I love pit bulls. You know, pit bulls are awesome too. You know, I remember as a kid, this guy had a pit bull, and I don't know how he got the pit bull to have tiger stripes, but it was kind of like, it wasn't all the way over the dog, but it was like a few of the stripes looked like tigers. It's like a certain way that the dog was bred. He didn't breed the dog, but he purchased the dog like that as a puppy, and then as the dog got older, he had like these beautiful tiger stripes. It was like gray and black. It was mostly gray with black stripes, and you know, he was not like a really big pit bull. It was kind of like medium sized, and you know, the response was similar to what you're explaining. It's like people that don't understand pit bulls are afraid of them, you know. But there's plenty of information on, you know, Google or AI. Now we were talking about AI earlier. There's plenty of information to learn about all dogs, like all kind of dogs, and you know, everyone's different. You know, like there's some people that are just genuinely scared of dogs. Like my oldest daughter is not scared of dogs, but my youngest daughter is terrified of any. It could be any dog. It could be a teacup puppy. It could be um, a Grand Mastiff or what do you call it? I hope I said it right. It could be a German Shepherd. It could be big as a German Shepherd or small as a teacup puppy. And she's like hiding behind me. She like wants me to pick her up and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, you're too big to be scared of a dog, you know. And you know, we'll all be laughing, but like she's, you know, not everybody can handle pets. Some people are afraid of them. Some people just they're not afraid, but they just don't know a lot, you know. And oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm reading your comment. Hey, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Well, only thing I could say, oh man, okay, so they're just kind of like um being extra. They're doing extra stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's terrible. But you know, well, I feel like you know, y'all are, you know, just kind of what I would suggest, maybe, well, not that I'm suggesting anything, but let me see what you said. Not to bring religion into this, but there is a prayer called the Serenity Prayer. It's about asking for the serenity to accept things out of our control and the strength to change the things we can. It could be applicable to you in this situation, Jamie. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, because that bullying stuff ain't cool, man. That's not. It's okay that It's okay, if you don't understand certain things about people. We're not always meant to understand everything, but when you start saying, threatening people, that's when it goes to the next level. So just be careful. Be careful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Have a excellent evening. All right. Thank you so much for stopping through. I know it's getting super late. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this tonight. If I don't finish it tonight, I probably won't post it for sale when it, I probably won't post it on my Buy Me a Coffee page. I thought I was gonna be done in like an hour, but it looks like I'm kind of really into this one. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have an excellent evening. Get plenty of rest, and I'll see you in the next live. And thanks so much for the kind words. Have a great night. Thank you so much for checking in. All right, I'm going to post this tomorrow. I mean, by the time y'all hop on tomorrow in the morning, it'll definitely be posted. Have an excellent night. Get plenty of rest. All right, thank y'all so much for checking in, okay? Get plenty of rest. I'm about to be right behind y'all. As soon as I'm finished with this, I'm signing off. Yeah, TMNT, yep. Yeah, it definitely is. Absolutely. Super cool, man. And I love the kind words of encouragement he was giving to you, and just for anyone whoever was in the live. Definitely good stuff, man. Oh, your dog is up too. Where's that? Where you going Sunday? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Where you going? I knew you was sharing something. I'm still here. I'm still here. Locked in. St. Ian Catholic Church. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. Hey. Well, I hope you have a great time there, you know. Absolutely. Hope you have an excellent time. You know, just there, you and your family and everyone, hoping that everybody enjoys their day. Not just then, but you know, today as well. You know, I know you were sharing some things earlier, but you know, I'm sending you and your family and everyone positive energy and oh. So you so what you were sharing is that is it because you like it there so much, or is it just like the way they make you feel, or like, if you don't mind me asking? Man, I just want to share this with y'all real quick. I never finish these pictures. Whenever I do like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, I'm always like, I'll stop in the middle and then, you know, I'll come back tomorrow or something. And then like 6 months later, I'm not even. So I'm actually very happy. I'm going to be finishing this one. Oh, you love seeing ends. Awesome. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure they love you too, you know. They can tell. People can tell, they read the energy. They'll know that you enjoy going there, you enjoy the services and everything like that. So that's amazing, you know. almost done. Oh, okay. Oh, so you haven't been there in a while because you moved. Okay. Oh, so it's kind of like a homecoming then. It's kind of like you'll be there. You'll be there after not being there in a while, and maybe you'll see some old faces and maybe make some new friends and see some old friends that you hadn't seen in a while. That's amazing. I hope you have a great time. You know, whatever y'all do, I hope that y'all enjoy it. Okay. Oh, so y'all are moving. Cause I know you were saying that you wanted to move, but I didn't know that you were actually moving. But that's great. You know, if you are, you know, definitely travel safe. If not, then um, I hope you enjoy your visit. But if you are, definitely travel safe. Almost there. Can't believe I'm almost done with this. Wow. Oh, okay. You said it's kind of crazy, but you love it. That's awesome. I'm glad you love it. You know, that last part you said, that's the best, that's the most important part, is like, as long as you love it, you know, that's all that matters. You know, and then it's familiar, you know, it's something that it's a place you've been already, and you already know what to expect. So not the town, it's my old friends from the school. I really love my friends. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, when you have good friends, man, that's the best part, man. When you enjoy your friends and stuff, that's when it's real. That's when the vibes are real good. You have those good friends, and then you know, like, as soon as you see them, you're gonna have so much fun and all that type of stuff. That's Man, I saw my friends. The last time I saw my friends, um, I think it was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Loved it. All we did was laugh, have fun, eat good food. The food was amazing. We stayed up late talking, you know. We stayed up late talking and having fun and laughing again and laughing again. Especially some kids that moved to St. Anne. They were my favorite thing to love about school. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, oh, okay. I was doing some role playing. Okay. That's awesome. I'm happy you enjoyed yourself. Very happy that you enjoyed yourself. Okay, I see. Okay. Skibidi. Reason for your profile picture. Okay. Ah, okay, that's awesome. But what is a skibidi? Like, I should probably know what it is, but let me, what is it? If you don't mind me asking. It's a series where a character called Cameraman. Heads in the toilet, LOL. Ah, okay. Fighting the alliance, which includes cameramans, speakermans, and TV mans. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so they all just kind of team up and do stuff. Okay. Ah, man, I learned something new tonight. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Look into that. Okay. It's all good. As long that part, that last part that you said, as long as you liked it, it's not dumb. Y'all are enjoying. Everyone's doing something that they enjoy, and they're having fun. You're all having fun. So can't see it right. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm actually just finishing. I getting ready to take it down. I just finished this amazing picture. I am getting ready to get some well needed rest. I truly I truly appreciate getting to speak with you, and you know, appreciate the subscription, appreciate the likes, just getting to talk with you, and hoping, wishing, and praying that you continue having an excellent evening, or morning rather. And what's the other thing? Enjoy your time at St. Anne's, all right? And to everyone else, go ahead, and everyone who made it to this point of the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this with 2 or 3 like-minded people. Okay, this will be a video that is reposted so that it can be public. Okay, also this is going to be a screensaver that I am going to be putting for sale on my Buy Me a page. Okay, I'm going to be definitely putting it up there in case you all want to download this or purchase this. It's going to be on my buymeacoffee.com. Link is in the description. Link is also in my bio. Also, anyone that's interested in my books, I have books available now for sale on Amazon. Go ahead and look up The Joey Digital on Amazon.com, where I have books. I have illustrated books that I have illustrated and written myself. Also, I have sketchbooks, I have drawing books, and I have journals as well. Okay, and all of my other services are in the description as well. Just want to go ahead and send y'all positive energy, frequency, and vibration. Thank y'all so much for toughing it out. Quick 2.5 hour video. I was trying to go for 1 hour even, but hey, can't rush greatness. All right, I just want to go ahead and send y'all positive energy. I already said that already. I'm just going to say it again. Go and do something great for yourself this month. All right, sending y'all positive energy, and I will get up with you all in the very next video. Thanks for the comments too. I'm reading the comments, and may you all continue having a super blessed and abundant week. All right, peace and love. Namaste.